What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, I am very excited because I get to talk about another Arrow Video big box set release. I love talking about Arrow Video. I just love Arrow Video so much. And today we are covering the 4K release of Witness, starring Harrison Ford, directed by Peter Weir. I am extremely excited to talk about this release. I watched it over the weekend. Now, one thing I will say is this was supposed to come out on October the 31st, got delayed to November the 7th, which is this week. So if you're wondering why you didn't get your copy on time, that's why. But before I get into it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about physical media on this channel, so if you like that kind of thing, Blu-rays, 4Ks, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. And then also comment down below what's your thoughts on Witness. I know a lot of people were very excited when this got announced to come out on 4K because I feel like this is a very different type of movie to release like in a big box set from Arrow Video. They're usually focused on more genre titles to release, but they just flat out came out and said, hey, we're announcing this drama film starring Harrison Ford from the 80s to come out, big box set, 4K release. And I think that's really cool. You know, I just don't think that we get enough of different types of films from Arrow Video. They do different types of stuff sometimes, but I feel like they mostly stick to genre. So I'm loving them doing these more like dramatic films. I think that's really cool. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Witness in the comments section below. Yeah, we're going to cover all aspects of this release in the video today. So this was a first time watch for me. I'd never really even, I feel like maybe I'd heard in passing of this movie, but I never really even heard of this film or anything about it at all before it was announced. And then it got announced and everybody was talking about it. But getting into the actual film itself, this movie, like I said, came out in 1985, starring Harrison Ford. I was not watching movies like this back in 1985, so I had never seen this movie before. This was a first time watch for me. I was watching Star Wars. I was watching Indiana Jones. I of course watched Air Force One. That's one of my favorite action movies of all time. I've seen plenty of Harrison Ford, but I never got a chance to watch Witness. So this was a first time watch for me. And like I said, it takes so many different genres and just balances them so incredibly well. Like you would think all the different things that this movie is trying to do, it wouldn't be able to pull it off, but it somehow does. And I absolutely love this film from beginning to end. And it's just such a unique type of movie. You have this Amish setting. You have this Amish mother and son. They're a witness to a murder, or the son's a witness to a murder. You have Harrison Ford. He's a cop. He kind of comes in to investigate what's going on, and he kind of takes them because he needs them, you know, to figure out who did the killing. And then it goes into this whole like police corruption plot. Harrison Ford has to hide out with the Amish people. And then he kind of falls for Kelly McGillis in the movie. So it kind of turns into a romance. If I have any kind of criticism with the film, it's the fact that it feels like just for 30 minutes, it forgets about all the crime thriller elements, all the, you know, drama, all the action and all the other stuff that's going on. It forgets about the entire like plot of the movie and just focuses on the romance. Some would say that's the charm of the film. I did enjoy those sequences, I'll be honest. But I haven't fully decided if that works within this movie because it stops completely dead in its tracks and just focuses on this love story. And I feel like it works. I do feel like it works, but I can see some people watching this and be like, what the hell? The entire momentum of the film up until this point is just completely stopped in favor of this love story. But I just really enjoyed it. And then it turns into like a full-on action film towards the end. But I found all the characters compelling, intriguing. I found the story very compelling. A lot of really interesting characters and performances because you have this Amish community. And it's just a very different type of setting. Like you have police stories like this. You have police corruption stories like this where cops are turning on each other left and right and that kind of stuff. But to place it like within the confines of this Amish community just makes it feel totally different. And it's never boring to me. Like even when you're getting into the romance stuff, I think it's pretty engaging and thrilling all throughout the film because even when you're getting into the romance stuff, you still have that like pending doom on the outside. Like Harrison Ford knows that they're coming for him. So it keeps things interesting for sure. But the last 20 to 30 minutes is like a full-on like Lethal Weapon style action film. And you even have Danny Glover in this movie, and it's like 2 years before the first Lethal Weapon came out. So that's definitely cool for sure. But yeah, really love this movie. I thought Harrison Ford was great. Like I said, peak Harrison Ford Indiana Jones, Han Solo, Harrison Ford. He's like in the middle of all that. He's in great shape, and his performance is excellent. Kelly McGillis, I think this was the year before Top Gun that came out in 1986. She's great in the movie as well. Her son, another small criticism, like I thought he was really good in like the first 30 minutes, and then the movie kind of forgets about him. And again, I feel like that's in favor for like the love story, but it just kind of forgets about him for a little bit. So that was a little bit disappointing, but I love all the characters. I love all the moments. There's a lot of really good moments. I love the moment, where Harrison Ford just punches that guy in the face when they're out at the general store and the guy's insulting him and the Amish people, because Harrison Ford is pretty much posing as an Amish person. So they don't know he's Amish and they think they can mess with him. And of course they can't. So that's a great moment. The movie is extremely well directed. Like Peter Weir directed this film, who also did The Truman Show, Master and Commander. He also did Dead Poet Society. So he has a very impressive resume, but the movie just looks great visually. The cinematographer was John Seals, who I think I saw did the cinematography for Mad Max Fury Road most recently. So it's a beautiful looking movie, and it's just so well directed. And the movie itself, like I was looking it up, it was nominated for 8 Academy Awards, and it won 2 of them for Best Editing and Best Writing, which I can absolutely see, because this is a very well-written script. The dialogue is great, and it's a very well-edited movie. It's just a really, like, I don't know, it just feels, I love watching movies like this, guys. Why don't they still make movies like this? It's absolutely ridiculous. It's like you don't get movies like Witness anymore. It's just a nice, I don't want to say feel good, but it makes me feel good when I watch it. Just a film, with actual like substance to it. So I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. If I'm giving it a rating, I've got a couple of criticisms, but I don't even know if they're like real criticisms or just something that I kind of observed. I would give it like a 4.5 out of a 5. I really, really loved this movie, just from beginning to the end. I was completely compelled and just locked in the entire time. So as a movie, I can highly recommend it. Now let's go ahead and jump into what I'm sure you're all interested in. Ken, how does the 4K restoration look? How did Arrow Video do with the 4K of Witness? Well, this is a native 4K Dolby Vision HDR10. Come on, guys. At this point, you should already know this is Arrow Video, so that means quality. This is one of, I feel like I say this every single time I talk about Arrow Video, but this is one of the absolute best 4Ks that I have seen all year, like hands down. Like it's up there, honestly, with Thelma and Louise, which I think is like the standard for 2023. I thought Criterion did such a great job on that 4K, but this is immaculate. Like this is beautiful, and I think that has to do part just with the beautiful direction and cinematography by John Seals. Like there's just some beautiful, like breathtaking moments in this film. Cinematography, like there's this entire sequence where they're outside and they're building a big, I don't know if they're like building a barn or what exactly they're building, but they just like let this scene play out where they're building this building. And there's music playing. The score is excellent, by the way. The score is absolutely fantastic. The music's playing, but just the beauty of the nature and just the cinematography in that scene and the colors that are utilized, it just looks so incredible in 4K. And there's several sequences like that on the farm. So I think that farm setting just really lent itself well to that 4K restoration. But outside of that, just everything is just so crystal clear, just perfect presentation across the board, perfect facial definition. Like there's moments, there's close-up shots on the faces, you can make out every single detail, the fibers on all the outfits. So the costume design in this movie is incredible, with all the Amish outfits and the suits, and everything just looks wonderful, and it just looks of that time and just perfect. So all that stuff looks great as well. Like I said, just some of those colorful moments on the actual like farm setting just look fantastic, and it just has such a rich filmic look to it with that HDR10, with that Dolby Vision. It just feels very weighty. It feels very dense, and it just feels like it's a film. I don't know how else to describe it, but just the perfect amount of grain. The structure is incredible, and I just loved it. I thought it looked fantastic. It is, for my money, I feel like I've been saying this like crazy lately because there's just been so many great transfers, but it's like top 5 of the year, to be honest. Like this is honestly one of the absolute best that I have seen all year. It's just perfect for this type of movie, and for what this is, it is just perfect. There's certain moments and scenes that you're watching, and you're like, this just feels like something that was made today. Like this feels like a scene from today. Like it's just incredible what they're doing with these restorations. And it doesn't look like digital, like it doesn't look fake or anything like that. Like it looks like a film that was filmed of that time. It just has that quality to it. So I thought the restoration here was just perfect. I thought it was perfect. I thought Arrow Video did such a fantastic job here with this restoration. Now getting into the sound, you have the DTS HD Master Audio 5.1. You have the DTS HD Master Audio 2.0. So no issues with the sound. Thought it sounded great across the board. I'm just listening to it on a sound bar that kind of simulates that 5.1. I got the subwoofer. Like I said, the score's blaring. Everything sounds great. There's some good moments of gunplay and some very tense like shootout sequences in the film that sounded great as well. So yeah, this movie just really has everything. There's some great dialogue sequences. There's some great action set pieces. This movie's everything in one. Like it's honestly, if you like all these different types of genres and you like them being incorporated together in one movie, check this movie out because it's so damn good. So sounds great. No issue with the sound. Get into a little bit of an unboxing here. I'll go ahead and cut to an unboxing, but just a great hard box case right here. I love these hard box limited edition cases that Arrow Video does. We'll go ahead and take it out of the case. You got the regular 4K case right here. That looks great. Go ahead and open that up. You got the disc inside. You got some art cards or just picture cards inside. A lot of different images from the film. Look pretty awesome. You got reversible cover art with some fantastic reversible cover art, I might add. Looks incredible. And then you got a book inside with all kinds of information on the movie, which is awesome. You also got a double-sided poster as well. So yeah, you can't ever say enough great things about the job that Arrow Video does on the presentation of their packaging because it's just phenomenal. And getting into the special features, this thing is pretty loaded with both new special features and also old archival special features. So you do have a brand new video interview with cinematographer John Seal, which is a great interview, just him talking about the movie, reminiscing on the film and how he shot it. Brand new audio commentary by film historian Jarrett Gahane. Probably said that wrong. Brand new visual essay on the film's performances by film journalist Stacy Lane Wilson. So that's all the new stuff. You got 2 new special features. You got 1 new audio commentary, but all of the archival stuff, like there is so much here to dig into if you've never had a release to really dig into it. You have Between Two Worlds, a 5-part archival documentary on the making of the film. You have a Harrison Ford interview talking about the movie. And that 5-part archival documentary's got all kinds of people talking about it. Peter Weir's talking about it, Kelly McGillis, Harrison Ford, tons of people. You got a conversation with Peter Weir here, an archival interview with the film's director, deleted scenes from the network TV version of the film. So there's just so much stuff, and it's all on the 4K because you just get that one 4K disc. So all in all, guys, look, this is like the perfect release. I feel like this is firing on all cylinders. It's just everything is great about this release. The movie is great. I love the movie. The packaging is great. The transfer is great. The audio is great. The special features are awesome. I have no faults here. This, to me, is a perfect release by Arrow Video, and it's going for $34.99, which is a little pricey, but considering what you get here with this box set release and just the movie itself, guys, is so good. I highly recommend this. Even if you don't get this big box set release, find a way to watch this, to seek this movie out and check it out. It's definitely worth your time. But that's my review of Witness on 4K. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on those bell notifications for all future videos, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.